Mm. All right, bet. So yeah, we'll hop right into it. So, like I said, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Um, I had a pretty good weekend. It was fantastic, actually. This weekend was amazing. Um, oh, got a lot of stuff done. It was pretty productive. Everybody can see the screen, right? So today, um, we'll go ahead and hop into it. The verse, this is a huge verse for me. It's a banger. I ain't gonna lie. Because it just reminds you of everything that God always has a bigger plan that we could ever see. But Jeremiah 29:11-14. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and you will find me. When you seek me with all your heart, I will be found by you, declares the Lord, and I will bring you back from captivity. So this is just to give some context in the Bible. After David was king, and they was like he was king for a while, and then after Solomon, the Israelites like they just started wilding out, doing a whole bunch of bad stuff. Um, uh, and they were just losing. They lost a lot of land, lost a lot of kingdoms, stuff like that, and they were trying to find their way back to God. And God was just letting them know, like, I ain't never left. You know what I'm saying? I got big plans for you. Basically. So this verse is a huge one to always come back to remind myself, um, like God has the bigger plan. You know what I'm saying? Like God is he knows what's going on. You know what I'm saying? No matter how dark it might get, um, and not just having a plan. It says he gives you hope and a future. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just having a plan for you. Like he giving you hope, like you know what I'm saying, and he knows that there's a future for you to be prosperous. And that's not just in a monetary standpoint, it's all around, you know what I'm saying? Uh prosperity, when it comes to money, when it comes to health, when it comes to relationships, love, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody have any comments or feedback on this verse?
Good morning. Yeah, so I think what really something that really sticks out to me with this verse is the part where it says, "Come and pray to me and I will listen to you." I know sometimes when we like go through stuff and things seem to just be going wrong and wrong and wrong, we may feel like God is like not listening to us or not hearing us or ignoring us, but he is.
Yeah, no, for sure. And exactly. And that's another great point from this verse is when you seek him, right? Especially with your whole heart, you say, I will listen, right? So that's a great point to just always remember God gonna listen to you. Um, and he gonna be there. Somebody had posted it was on Facebook and it was like uh basically sometimes it seems like God not listening to you or God not there, but it was like using an analogy of a teacher is like when you're taking a test, the teacher is always silent. Um, so it's like God gonna be there, right? And like you said, He got the plans for you. Did anybody have any other thoughts about this verse? Cool. So we'll hop right into the business topic of the day. It's an important thing. for me, because I'm still looking for this type of relationship, but it is mentorship. Or I think the biggest way to get ahead in any industry, in any career, in any business is to have a mentor in that field who has experienced some of the things that you're going to experience, or uh, can help you navigate those experiences, right? Or those situations that you may come in. Do anybody have a mentor, and how has it benefited them? I thought that might be the case because, like I said, it's hard to find a mentor. One, because um, we don't have a lot of. It's just not a plethora of people in certain industries. There's one uh, even willing to be a mentor, and then two, that has the experience and knowledge to be a mentor. So it's one, but they're out there, and I think it's important to actually like take the steps to go and find a mentor, because that relationship can open up doors. It can get you in rooms that you would never thought of. Um, I said I've been looking for one, but I actually have one. So I have I've been looking for a real estate mentor because that's the industry that I'm in. Um, and that's like the industry that I want to grow in as far as when it comes to real estate development. So I haven't found a real estate development mentor just yet. Now, as I'm actually talking about that, I think that I'm in the process of I have found somebody. So I just have to nurture that relationship um, as I keep moving forward. But anyway, before that, I started a nonprofit right in the Mount, or really for Nash and Edgecombe County, and a mentor just like reached out to me. My mentor is Ron Green. He runs the Boys and Girls Club of the area, and he literally took took the initiative to put himself out there as a mentor. I remember I was at Buffalo Wild Wings talking to one of my friends, telling them about the book club. Um, I was wearing a suit or whatever. Ron was just like asking me what I did, who I am. He told me who he was or whatever. This is when I first moved back to the area. And he was like, let's come to my office and let's talk. And from there he offered to oh, y'all can't hear me. Oh, Tracy, fast. But yeah, Ron had took the initiative to like offer, well, let me know who he was and to let me know that he could be a mentor. Um, and like learning like through about nonprofits, learning how to run a nonprofit at a high level has definitely helped me a lot. But also, it has helped me establish a lot of great relationships with people in the community. Like I said, that's um is invaluable. Like it's so important. Like relationships are so important because, like we all say, your network is your network is your net worth. All right. So we always want to make sure that you're building good relationships and nurturing those relationships. And you don't want to never go into a relationship like, what can you do for me? It always need to be a little give and take, right? So I let Ron know what I could do to help him. You know what I'm saying? He let me know what he could do to help me. And also, um, it's just important to make those connections and actively be thinking about that as you're going about your day-to-day life. Because you never know who you can meet out in public, whatever you're doing. I actually struggle with that sometimes because sometimes when I'm out in public, I'm not trying to be just talking to random people. It's not like my strong suit. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's important to know how you conduct yourself and carry yourself because you never know who could be that person that could get you in the room that you've been trying to get into for a while. Anybody have any thoughts or feedback on mentorship and the importance of it?
Good morning. So I will speak on it. Y'all have already heard me say several times. I have coaches, and I absolutely love having them. Now, for me, um, in my industry in childcare, unfortunately, in the area, a lot of times the history has been that it's like one man for themselves, because people don't want to. It's like competition, but in truth, we're not in competition because in our field, people not gonna stop having babies, or at least practicing having babies. So, um, it's been difficult to find people like in the immediate area. However, when I found my coaches, and for me, it was just the grace of God. I actually ended up with COVID after my father passed, and was sitting on the couch scrolling through Facebook. And that's how I found my first mentor or coach. And from that relationship building, I've gotten now, 4 or 5 coaches in my field. Um, so sometimes it comes in a manner that you're not necessarily expecting it to come in. Is what I'm saying, but it is very important. So when I first started with these coaches, I was very much gung ho on there's absolutely no way I'm opening another location. There's That's just entirely too much for me. I can't manage that. I can't handle that. And that negative conversation turned into, okay, I'm ready to look for location number 2. I'm possibly ready to look for location number 3. My capacity changed, like just being able to get in and find ways to overcome those objections that doing it on your own um, ended up being um, not the reality. So when I didn't have to do it on my own, I was able to grow a whole lot faster, and I guess I'll say wider because I can't think of the right word to say, but a lot faster and wider. Um, in my business. And so now looking at location number 2, even had conversations with someone about acquiring a third location while working on location number 2. But of course that's just in the talks to see. But um I say that to say it is very beneficial, and just helping you to overcome some of those things and being able to learn from experience and wisdom of other people versus having to go through the trial of learning it from yourself. And so for me, that's my goal, to help other people so they don't have to face certain things that I did.
Definitely. Definitely. And that's an important thing that you mentioned about competition in the area. Because looking at it from the other side, we talked about scaling our businesses up so that we're not just self-employed business owners. We're talking about scaling up so that we can have employees. But another thing to that is building ourselves up so that we can become a mentor to somebody. There's so many kids out here that need mentorship and guidance for where they want to be in. They need to see successful Black people in the community doing whatever it is, whether it's business or career. That, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of different places you can become a mentor at. Um, but like I said, we should be working towards that goal as well, because we can always be a helping hand to somebody else. And it don't gotta be looked at as competition. Because it's enough out here for everybody. It's whatever it is you're doing, it's enough out here for everybody. Um, every time you see a Walgreens, right across the street is a CVS, and that's in every city in America. Every time you see one hotel, you see 6 of them. You know what I'm saying? It's enough out here for everybody to do whatever it is. So that's a huge thing to also understand. But yeah, we'll go into the self development topic of today, and just the importance of having an established exercise routine. Um, do anybody have an exercise routine that they like to stick to that they think it helps them a lot? So I know, like for myself, um, it's hard to establish a exercise routine, being involved in like so many different things as far as what I want to do. Um, so and I know like for myself, I do not like working out in the morning. Like it's just not a thing of mine as far as just regular working out. Like anybody who knows me know I can go play basketball any time of the day. But I'm talking about just normal regular exercise. That's been like hard for me and just trying to get into a routine. I think that after I change a few things in my life, as far as moving forward my routine, it'll be that I go exercise in the evening. But I do try to definitely go walking at some point in time every day. And I definitely try to like do some exercises at least three or four times a week. Getting in where I can, whether it's jogging, going for a mile run or a couple miles, whatever the case may be, doing some plyometric workouts. But it's important. Exercising helps me, first of all, just feel more confident in myself. And then when I'm feeling more confident in myself, it allows me to perform better at work. It allows for me to have clearer thoughts whenever I'm uh, doing tasks at work. It helps me to focus actually longer. Exercising just increases your muscle strength and your brain as well because you have to focus on what you're doing. Um, so yeah, I would say exercise is an important factor to establishing a better life in general because we want to all have a healthy life. We want to be able to. I always say, we can be as healthy as possible, and it's we can't control how long we live, but we can control the quality of the life that we live, right? So we don't want to live a long life, but have a whole bunch of ailments that we're not able to even enjoy life, right? So even if you, I won't go there, but yeah, we want to be able to live as healthy as possible, so that we can enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy what God put out here for us to be able to do. Um, is there any, well, yeah, and so if nobody got nothing else on exercise, I hop right into the Black
Hey,
History.
people, I wanted to say something.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
I'm moving around getting ready. I personally, at this moment, don't have a routine, but I do know the importance of it. I've had a routine in the past. And I know for me, it was always beneficial when I had someone as a basically like an accountability partner. That works for me. So for some people, it may work, some people, it may not, but that accountability partner was with me. Actually, I had several of them, and we used to all go. It was easy in college because it was a bunch of us together, so we would all like go to the calf and then go to the gym after the calf or something like that. But um, it just helped to motivate because there was always at least one person in the group who just did not want to go. And even though they didn't want to go, with having everybody else there and available, it helped to push them to go. And when they got there, of course, you're greatly appreciative of actually being there and getting your workout in. So that's one thing I would say. But then the other thing I heard you say, you're not a person who works out in the morning. I learned that when I had the opportunity to have 2 days off a week, well, not off, but just out of the building every week. And I used to go and walk. And the first day I went and walked that morning, it was easy. I had no problems. That next morning, after I got finished walking, I passed out on my couch like 20 minutes later. And I was just like, this isn't productive. I can't get anything done if I'm going to sleep as soon as I come in the house. And so I learned very quickly for myself because I did it a third day, did the same thing. But I learned for myself that morning time wasn't going to work. So now it's just a point of me finding that easy spot for me to work. So I say all of that to say we have to acknowledge those barriers that we either create for ourselves or that we think we have. And then that'll help us to create a exercise routine.
Yeah, understanding yourself, where you're most productive at. So like I said, I feel like I'm more productive with my brain in the morning than I am with my body. Um, but yeah, and having a partner, and I'm gonna probably post in the chat if anybody need like uh accountability partners, even a gym partner. So we can establish that because being healthy super important. We want to make sure that we all staying healthy so that we can be the best versions of ourselves. Then we can do the things that we want to do. So yeah, for sure. And now, like I said, right into the Black History person. And like I said, I always try to relate the Black History figure to the verse. This one is kind of difficult, but the relation that I got from this person is because she paved the way not only for herself, um, but for a lot of other people. And Harriet Tubman, um, of course, was a pioneer as far as escaping from slavery. But the reason I think she relates to this verse is because there was a lot of people who was trying to like, it was all slaves like trying to be free, right? Um, and then she had the plan, but a lot of times they didn't know the plan. They just had to listen because if they knew the plan prematurely, they might uh get scared, run back, and go tell somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or they might just mess the whole plan up, just knowing too many details about the plan and not just being able to listen. I feel like helped her accomplish what she did. I don't know if y'all saw the movie they made about her, but if you was on the trail and you was about to turn around, like she was gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Because that would have messed it up for everybody. Um, so I feel like she definitely paved the way, like I said, for a lot of people, and she had a plan, and she we still talk about her to this day. So definitely shout out here to Tubman. She did a lot. And she was a true leader, and like I said, I put hero out here because I feel like she was a hero, um, helping people go from being in slavery to being free. Um, you definitely a hero in my eyes. Did anybody have anything else about Harriet Tubman? Cool. So, um, well, that'll wrap it up for today. Appreciate everybody for joining. Like I said, tell your friends, family, anybody you think that'll get a benefit from being up here. And we'll be right back on it tomorrow. Hope everybody have a great week. Let's get it.
Have a great day.
Appreciate it.